When people hear the word discipline, they often think of restriction, control, or sacrifice. But in truth, discipline is not about punishment. It's about purpose. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about respecting yourself. Because real discipline is nothing but self-respect at the highest level. When you live a disciplined life, you're not just setting boundaries, you're building the foundation of who you are. You're saying, I love the person God created me to be too much to let laziness, temptation, or distraction destroy that masterpiece. Every time you choose discipline, you're honoring your Creator by honoring His creation. You. The Bible reminds us in Hebrews 12, verse 11, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. And discipline may hurt in the moment, but it brings peace in the long run. That's the beauty of it. The peace that comes from knowing you're living with integrity, from keeping promises to yourself and to God. When you wake up early and pray instead of hitting snooze, that's not just routine, that's reverence. When you refuse to gossip even though everyone else is talking, that's not weakness, that's worship. And when you stay faithful to your goals, your marriage, your calling, that's not stubbornness, that's strength, guided by the Spirit. And discipline is what turns belief into action and faith into fruit. It's what transforms potential into purpose. Without discipline, dreams die in the valley of distraction. But with it, even the smallest effort becomes a step toward divine destiny. God can't steer a parked car, and discipline is what keeps you moving, even when you don't feel like it. It's the daily decision to stay the course, to pray when you're weary, to forgive when you're wounded, and to keep building even when others quit. And here's the secret. Every time you choose discipline, heaven notices. Every quiet yes to God, every unseen act of obedience, every hidden sacrifice, those are the moments that shape your character and prepare your crown. In 1 Corinthians 9, verses 24 through 27, Paul says, run in such a way as to get the prize. I discipline my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. Paul understood that discipline is spiritual warfare, the training of your soul for eternal victory. So, when you're tempted to give in, or when it feels like no one sees your effort, remember this. Discipline is self-respect at its purest form. It's standing tall and saying, I am worth the effort. God's purpose in me is worth the pain. My future is worth the fight. You are not a victim of your impulses. You are a vessel of divine order. You are not bound by your past. You are being built by your persistence. And you are not defined by your failures. You are refined by your faithfulness. So today, walk with confidence. Pray with consistency. and live with integrity. Because when you master discipline, you don't just respect yourself. You reflect God's glory through every decision you make. And that's what true self-respect looks like. That's what divine discipline looks like. And that's how you live as a child of the Most High, walking in purpose, powered by faith, and grounded in love. God bless you, my friends.